What is good, YouTube fam? It is JP Buffett here, back with another Wanna Get Away video. Since the last video got some pretty good reception, I figured I'd continue on with the series. So we're going to be talking about cheap flights to London, how you can take 20,000 steps in Zion National Park and get 30,000 Marriott Bonvoy points for that, and how you can go to Taiwan and the Taiwanese government will give you a little bit of extra money for your troubles. If you're interested in that video, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by talking about cheap flights to London because apparently, I don't know, I just like talking about this recently. But with that being said, yes, you can get from anywhere in the good old US of A to London in the UK for about $400 to about $600. And this is coming from the Points Guide, which showed that from September to December of this year, you can find flights ranging from, on the low end, $400 to upwards of $600. And that's like flying, and that's when you're flying from the West Coast, which makes sense overall. So I looked these deals up myself, guys. What I found was that yes, from about September to about early mid-December, you can find flights from the US to London. I found a flight for about $473 from New York to London on September 30th through October 4th, and I found a flight for about $573 when I'm going from LAX in Los Angeles to London. And there's about 3 airlines that are doing this according to the Points Guide. You have your JetBlue, you have Delta, and you have Norse Airways, and these basically make up the bulk of the cheaper flights. When I was looking into this though, I found that Delta and JetBlue are actually on the higher end of these fares, and Norse Airways is actually coming in at the $400, $500 mark when you're trying to go to London. So you might ask yourself, who is Norse Airways? Well, you could kind of think of Norse Airways like the transatlantic version of Spirit Airlines. They are a budget airline that will allow you to get from the US to the UK. And think about, budget airlines is they'll nickel and dime you for everything. But on the opposite end, they do give you cheaper flight options if you're trying to get to this place. So like I was saying earlier, guys, I found a flight from JFK over to London on Norse Airways, and it was about $473, which honestly was kind of deceiving because when you add in something like a carry-on, it can shoot the price up to about $661. So it's not that low, but it is still pretty low, relatively speaking, to other prices when you're trying to get to the UK. So if you're okay, guys, with maybe not having a carry-on or paying a little bit extra for your carry-on, and you want to get to the London, about between $400 and $600 round trip really isn't a bad option if you're trying to get over there. So definitely look into that if you want to get away, go in that direction. All right, guys, so next up we'll be talking about how you can take 1,000 miles. Wait, no, I mean how you can take 20,000 steps to get 30,000 Marriott Bonvoy points. So the way this works basically is you would have to book a 2-night stay at the Advere Autograph Hotel, which is a Marriott hotel in St. George, Utah, which is about 41 miles outside of Zion National Park. And you have to book this in between March 1st and April 3rd, so it's pretty close around. So you do that, and then you walk 20,000 steps, 10,000 steps per day in Zion National Park, and basically Marriott will reward you with 30,000 Marriott Bonvoy points. These points can be worth anywhere from about $180 to $240 on average, so it definitely can be worth at least one night if you're looking for that. I think this deal is best for people who are already on the West Coast.
Off to the West Coast. All right, see you.
So you're thinking about, walking to Zion National Park. Thinking about going to Zion National Park, or you're thinking about, even going to Vegas, which is about 71 miles away. This can be a great little way of doing that trip, getting your steps in, and on top of that, getting some Marriott Bonvoy points. So it's definitely worth looking into, especially if you're on the West Coast of the United States. So let me cut in here and say, if you like this video, please show the like button some love. Don't hit it, just click it. It definitely helps out the channel. And with that, let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so we're going to end by talking about chilling in Taipei. So basically what I mean by this is the Taiwanese government is paying people 5,000 new Taiwan dollars, which is about 161 US dollars at the time of recording right now, to come to the country. So basically what they're trying to do is have tourists come into Taiwan and visit the country and kind of like, boost tourism. And the way of doing that is entice tourists by giving them a little voucher. So it's kind of exactly what I said. What happens is you book travel to Taiwan, and basically they will give you this 5,000 new Taiwan dollars, and you're able to use that on food, accommodation, and other travel expenses. So no, you're not able to just say I'm going to Taiwan and they give you the money and you can run to the sunset. You have to actually use this money there. So it's more like a voucher, or I think what they say in the article is a tourist card. But if you're already planning on going to Asia, or you're already planning on going to Taiwan within the 2023 calendar year, this can definitely be worth it for you if you're looking to snag a little couple extra dollars. On top of that, they give about 20,000 new Taiwan dollars, which is upwards of $600 for groups. So if you have a group, I'm not actually sure what the size of the group is. I'm not sure if it's like a small, 4 or 5 people or more than that. But if you have a group, they give you upwards of 20,000 new Taiwan dollars, which again is about about 600 and some odd US dollars. Definitely worth looking into. If you're already going to Asia, it can be very enticing to go to Taiwan and visit the place there. So yeah, guys, that is it from me here. I'm still working on the Wanna Get Away series. I'm trying to find things in between, and I'm not sure how regular this would be. But yeah, if I find these deals and I can put it out in this format, I definitely will put it out there for y'all. So yeah, with that, tell me in the comments if you have any plans to going in these places, walking in Zion National Park, going over to London, or even going over to Taiwan. So yeah, guys, with that, if you like this video, show the like button some love. Don't hit it, just click it. And if you're new here, you want to hear more from me, hit that subscribe button too. If you found this interesting or informative at all, consider sharing it with a friend. And with that, guys, until next time, peace.